Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with a weekly coming around. We are finally at the end of our backlog, which likely, actually likely to be stepping into our other backlog. So let's start things off with Captain America and Volstagg. This is another of the second little group of one shots written by J. Mike Straczynski, pairing, basically featuring odd pairings of Marvel characters. So, the issue opens in Berlin, present day. Cap is on the trail of someone set a bomb when Sif stands him on the Rainbow Bridge, and she tells him that she could have made it so he landed not on his bike, and so he opts to he asks Sif to make sure that the explosion happens, but not it doesn't affect the target area, and the driver basically just face plants on a building. The vehicle is ends up on the moon. But anyways, Cap has been asked for by Volstagg, and Volstagg, of course, has a feast, preparing a feast, and has been eating said feast. But he has been making use of the Rainbow Bridge. And in fact, he's used it to visit a small world known as Trigon, home of the Trigonians, and Volstagg's heart. Of course, he's told himself that he was doing a service for Odin by seeking out worlds and resources that could be used to Asgard. But the truth was much simpler. He wanted to know what was out there, and he found more than he bargained for. But Trigonians were not such oppressed people, and invaders had taken over their world, and Volstagg led the charge to free their world. And he always felt that he could be himself there, because they didn't know of the Warriors 3 or Thor, and he laments the fact that he always showed others what he needed to be. Basically, the oaf, the clown. But on Trigon, he continually visited to visit the Queen, who he was in love with. And at that point, it seemed that the once invaders have like studied all of Volstagg's maneuvers in combat, and well, he's another tactician to help. And so, calls upon Steve. But there's another task he's done. He needs to basically appear as though he has been fought in combat on Trigon. And Steve tells the Queen that Volstagg has passed. And we also learn why it is that most Asgardians speak the way that they do. It's explained that they learn to speak a language from who teaches them. Thor and many other Asgardians learn from a mortal named Chaucer. Volstagg learned from Benjamin Franklin. But Sif has prepared Cap's motorcycle, and he heads back along Rainbow Bridge to Earth. And on Trigon, a statue is erected in honor of Volstagg. That is where the issue ends. I like this. It was really good. So far, the two one-shots have both been quite good. There are obviously more to come, but yeah. Moving on though to our next book, we've got TVA number 3. Where we left off in TVA, the TVA agents had gone to library of Damien Hellstrom, and Ghostspider had a dream about there being hidden hallways and whatnot in the TVA building. Well, Mobius was also seeing things, and then Mobius got stabbed. So the issue begins with in the slight past with Jimmy Hudson filming his welcome video for the TVA. He's actually happy to do it. Miss tells him the camera loves him. However, it's interrupted by Ghostspider, and but Jimmy tells Miss that he will when he returns, they'll resume the welcome video. Fast forward to after Mobius' stabbing. Mobius is found in the medical wing with Doc Clock looking after him. Sylvie points out that some things that perhaps the new or improved TVA, while she is curious about how it is, it can only be so new and improved. However, Sylvie intends to find out from Mobius what happened to him. But hopefully, he saw his attacker. The group investigates the scene of Mobius' assault. There are cameras, but those cameras were cut. They start following the hallways, and then B-15 arrests Jimmy Hudson. And it's explained that evidence was found in Jimmy. The potential evidence has been found in Jimmy's quarters, and they're trying to be fair. No favorites, no favorites. If someone it looks like maybe someone did wrong, well, doesn't matter if it's B-15 or Sylvie or Gwen. They have to answer for it. And so the rest of the team go to research and advancements, talk to OB, and Gwen mentions all the fact that she had dreams that about seeing other parts of the TVA that aren't supposed to be there. And but they all agree that Jimmy is probably being framed. But Sylvie gets the word that Mobius is well enough to be enchanted. However, Sylvie sees a flash of a green cloak. Gwen recounts her dream, but decided to retrace her steps in the dream. Meanwhile, Gambit brings a muffin to Jimmy, pointing out that if Jimmy had been born with low claws, prison bars wouldn't be a problem. He seems there's a story there. Though Jimmy suggests they talk about begging, which is fine with Gambit. While Gwen's retracing her steps, apparently the code that she saw into the elevator works exactly as it should. And she's apparently in the Department of Deferments. And in her Department of Deferments, there's apparently a crowd chamber with a Scarlet Witch inside it. It looks like it could be the Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness, and well, the greater MCU as a whole. But we'll see. And that is where the issue ends. Intriguing. That was good. At least halfway decent mystery. Moving on to our last book for the week, we've got Hellhunters, number 3. Where we left off, Logan had joined up with a team, and the beaches at Normandy were frozen in ice. So the issue ends with one of the Unhallowed discussing with their plans and potentially recruiting more additional Nazis to their cause. Funny thing is, they recruited Colonel Schmidt, but he doesn't seem to have a red skull. Odd. But some of Colonel Schmidt's men are sacrificed and used by the Unhallowed. At Camp 20 Grand in France, our heroes arrive. And Zaros and Nick Fury also states that they need more men and try to get Captain America to join them. However, the base commander is not sparing Cap and isn't and doesn't really seem to take Senator Zaros seriously. But also in the camp, Romero came upon Bucky. And back where the where the Nazis were based earlier, apparently an underground crush of eggs, but he ends up talking Nick Fury to and then take him along on with the Hellhunters. Staros is very much against this. As far as he knows, Buggy's just a child. And the Hellhunters come upon a monster literally made of the dead, and Wolverine does what Wolverine does, while Bucky and Ghost Rider 44 shoot their way around the creature and where it is. Even becoming somewhat airborne, with Bucky saying he's airborne infantry, based on cadences. And that is where the issue ends. This is actually been a really fun series. And it looks like we're going to get a reunion of some of the characters in the pages of Thunderbolt's Doom Strike next month. Well, this month, actually. Anyways, that's the do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal, KPal in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Smoke signing off saying, live long and rock hard.